Hello, Virgo. Happy birthday to all the Virgos that have a birthday coming up this week. This is going to be a general forecast for the Virgo collective, Virgo Sun, Moon, and Rising for the 29th of August through the 4th of September. We're going to connect and see what messages are coming up here for you all. And you might see this video after the time I mentioned. That's just fine. You're going to see it whenever you're meant to see it. Just keep in mind, it is a general reading. Not every single message is going to resonate, and that's okay. Take what does, leave what doesn't. Without further ado, my dears and my darlings, let's get right on into it. First card coming up here for the Virgo collective. Very nice. Off to a strong start. The Nine of Cups. Wishes coming true. Okay? Now, this is a card that comes in with some homework for me in my readings, because there's a flip side to this card. On one hand, you're getting what you want, what you were wishing for, what you were praying for. You're like, yes, it's here. On the other hand, there's going to be people on the outside that either are kind of jealous or envious, or they don't think it's fair, or they feel like because you have good things happening in your life, you should be giving them a piggyback ride, or you should be handing everything over to them. So practice right now having strong boundaries. Practice right now having a healthy sense of entitlement. Like, hey, I deserve what I worked for. It's here. I deserve what I wanted, like, I've worked for this. It's mine. I don't have to feel guilty for good things happening to me. I don't have to feel guilty for progress in my life. I don't have to overcompensate by handing everything over to everybody else. It's okay to say no, or it's okay to put boundaries on how much I'm able to give somebody, right? So practice having those healthy boundaries in place so that you're able to enjoy this wish coming true, and so that you don't get convinced to turn it down. Sometimes, and this is the kind of the vibe I'm feeling here, Virgo, I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy, but some of you might be in a codependent environment. Like, even if you've been working on codependency and you're like, well, I'm not going to be a codependent person, and like you're actively working not to be that way, there may be some codependent people in your life that it's not that easy to just kind of cut them off. Maybe it's family, maybe it's people that you're living with, maybe it's a significant other, and you're not in a position where you can just end the relationship, or maybe you love the person too much to end the relationship, but you may be doing what you need to do on your end not to be codependent. This is the vibe I'm getting from the Nine of Cups. I feel for some of you there's a really big opportunity coming in, and the people around you are afraid that if you accept this opportunity, they're going to lose you, right? Like, you're just going to be on to bigger and better things. You're going to forget all about them. You're going to get too big for your britches. And so I feel like there's a lot of like, oh, well, maybe it's not a good idea. Maybe you should say no. Like, some of the things that I've seen people I've read for over the years, or people that I know, like, starting from the time they're young adults, like they get a job offer and their parents might say, oh, but it's too far away. Oh, but you know what? It might not be a good idea to work in that environment because, they're going to be really mean and it's going to be really stressful. And you have a couple of bad days. Oh, well, maybe you should just quit your job. Like, everything is like, turn down the opportunity, say no, don't accept it. And maybe I'm being like really nice, like the way that I'm saying it. For some of you, maybe the person's not saying it in a nice way. For some of you, maybe the person's just, excuse my language, taking a dump all over it and making it seem like it's all con and nonsense and fake and garbage, and you're believing it, whatever it might be. You have people that are scared that if you accept this opportunity or you embrace this blessing that's coming in, they're going to lose you. And so they're trying to convince you not to take it. That's the feeling and the vibe I'm getting from the Nine of Cups. Maybe not so much jealousy or you owe me or hand it over. Some of you may be dealing with that aspect, but for some of you, I feel like there's like, you've really been wanting this. Maybe it's a chance to move out. Maybe it's you're getting into like a school that you applied for, or a job or something. For some of you, maybe it's a relationship. Maybe your crush is coming forward and is like, hey, Virgo, I want to be with you. And you might have friends or family who are like, no, I don't know. They seem kind of sketchy to me. Like they might just be saying things to get you to say no. And so, like I said, practice having those firm boundaries. Practice, telling yourself, hey, I deserve this. Hey, this is a good thing. Hey, I manifested this, right? It might not be so much people trying to piggyback off you. It could be more people discouraging you from walking through this door that has suddenly opened up. The next card that's coming up here for you all is the Two of Cups. So this could be a romantic relationship for some of you. I didn't include Virgo Venus, but maybe for some of you, you're watching this as a Virgo Venus. There could be, a soulmate connection coming in here, a harmonious interaction. So, my channel, my audience and my crowd, my regulars, a lot of them are like, I don't want to hear about love. And you watch my readings because I do the weekly forecasts and I keep the love readings separate. I do the love readings monthly. Love readings for August and September are linked in the description of this video. But this could be love for some of you, like a significant relationship, or the healing of a significant relationship, or the manifesting of a significant relationship. And the thing about Two of Cups is like, this is giver meets giver. This is reciprocal energy. Both parties are invested. Both parties are thinking about their partner, saying, what can I do for my partner? How can I be there for my partner? So you fill each other's cups, and this is a relationship that can go on forever and ever because both people are invested and they're caring for and feeding this connection and this relationship. So for some of you, this wish coming true could very well be in your love life, and not just a sneaky link or somebody that you're hooking up with or somebody that wants to have you on the back burner for 73 years, but like an actual relationship, right? Like an actual commitment, making a life together. If you're absolutely closed off to love and you're like, Amethyst, I don't want to hear it. It's not, no, I don't want love. This could just be your wish coming true in terms of harmonious connections with other people, or like people who are stepping up, people who care, people who aren't leaving you stranded, people who aren't leaving everything on your shoulders. Okay? So however you're open to the energy. I will say, and I rarely say this, I do feel for the majority of you this is something very positive, something very happy happening in your love life. Okay, I even though I keep love separate on my channel, I feel that vibe here. I feel that love vibe in the cards. Sometimes it comes up in the weekly, right? I don't have control over what comes up. I don't have control over what comes in. So I read the cards as they fall. That's all I can do. And I'm feeling a love and relationship vibe here. And now we have Judgment, a big decision. So not only is this a wish coming true, there could be something about this that's very life-changing. And that makes sense to me why some of you have people that are going to discourage you, because it's changing your life in a big way. It's changing the dynamic in a big way, right? The dynamic that people have with you. But keep in mind, my darlings and my dears, you were not born and you are not living this life to make life more convenient for other people, or to play small, or to edit yourself, or to squeeze yourself into a playing a character because it's convenient and comforting for the people around you. You need to live your life. You need to be you. And so, some people might not like this change because they're like, Well, Virgo, I want you to be the Virgo that you were when you were 5 years old. I want you to stay that 5-year-old Virgo forever. Or I want you to be the Virgo you were, when we got married and you were, fresh out of high school, and now it's 20 years later. You can't do that. Like, you have to grow, you have to evolve, you have to ascend. And so for a lot of you, this opportunity is coming in with this life changing aspect, right? Like moving on to bigger, better things. There could even be a sense of like answering a calling. And maybe for some of you, this is what's helping you to be strong enough not to listen to the people around you. You may be feeling very called to this. You may be feeling like, well, I really feel like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Because the Judgment card can be a feeling of like answering a calling, right? But this is a big life decision. This is something that's changing things in a lot of ways. Virgo, I feel whatever this opportunity is, whether it be a romantic relationship coming in, whether it be a harmonious partnership, or people who are coming in and being supportive and encouraging you to grow and to be yourself and to expand. I feel that in whatever way this energy is coming in with the Judgment card, I feel there's a lot here where you're going to be seen more. Like you're putting yourself out there more, or you're letting go of insecurities. You're allowing yourself to be seen outwardly, inwardly. Like you're being more direct. You're being yourself. You're not playing a character. You're not hiding in the shadows. So for some of you, this could be a position that requires you to be leading and speaking up and, teaching or, guiding others. It could be a relationship partner who encourages you to pursue your dreams and your ambitions. And to, some of you may even find yourself in the public eye in some way, right? I don't know why. Some of you are going to comment and you're going to say, it's me, I'm a real estate agent. But for some reason, I just saw all of a sudden, like, like on the sometimes you seem like on the bus stops, on the bus benches, you'll see like a picture of like a real estate agent with a number to call, or sometimes on like shopping carts will have it, or you'll see it on a billboard, or like on a bus you'll see like a lawyer, like call 777-777 if you've been in an accident. I don't know why, but I saw like those kinds of advertisements. Maybe some of you are gonna be the poster child for something. Maybe some of you are gonna have a business or a practice, and you're putting yourself out there, like you're marketing yourself, and there could be friends or a partner that's coming in and like encouraging you to do this. Like, don't be ashamed, don't be shy, don't hide, put yourself out there. Some of you may be putting yourself out there like in a really public way, right? Or from social media to advertisements. Maybe some of you are taking out local radio time or local television time and broadcasting yourself in some way. But for some reason, I'm getting that vibe here from the Judgment card. The next card that's coming up here for you all, my darlings, is the Eight of Wands. This is passion. This is fast-moving energy. This is travel. This could be going away with somebody. This could be traveling. But Eight of Wands is like there's no blockages. Things are happening quickly. Things are moving forward full steam ahead. And so these changes and these positive things are going to be moving forward without a hitch, without obstacles. Like once you make the decision, that's it. It's gone. It's going. You're moving forward. This isn't going to be a start and a stop. Like, we're doing this. And it's really funny. I've seen this card before. I've used this deck before in the readings. I've had this deck for a while, and I've never seen the Eight of Wands this way. But here in the back, whatever this is supposed to be, it's making me think of the evil eye, which is, if you're not familiar with the evil eye, a lot of cultures, Mediterranean cultures, European cultures, Middle Eastern cultures, have the evil eye as like a protection, You know, like it's something that's protecting you from negativity, or something that's protecting you from jealousy. And so I feel that this is a protected union. This is protected partnership. This is protected growth and change, right? You're being protected from negative ego. You're being protected from negative influences. You're being protected from people who are looking on with envy, or like wishing harm, or wishing you to fail. I feel that you're protected, Virgo. You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks those might resonate more than your sun sign. If you'd like a private reading with me, link in the description to calendly.com/amethystangelite. You can schedule a private reading with me there. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope to see you in the daily messages I post. Check out the dailies. If not, come back and check out next week's forecast. Take care and be well, my darlings.